Hello everyone, it's still your girl, School of Event Staff by Blessing. It is becoming so worrisome that most event staff come to events and they don't come with makeup. Most of them don't even come with anything small as an eye pencil, right? So in this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to do a minimal professional makeup as an event staff. Now, we're saying that you should make up as an event staff. It's not that we are saying you should come all glammed up, taking out very heavy lashes, having too much foundation and all of that stuff. There are minimal makeup that you can do that your face will pop, even if you are the kind of event staff that do not like to fix eyelashes, right? Some event staff will come for event and they will be like, oh, I have makeup, but I don't know how to draw my brows. I don't know how to do makeup. You have to learn how to do makeup. If I hire you for my event and you come and you tell me, oh, I don't know how to do makeup, oh, I don't know how to draw my brows, like that's the highest thing, madam, go and learn it. Why do I say this? Because your eyebrow is at the center of your face. The moment you get your eyebrow right, you know how to carve your brows right. 75% of your makeup is already done, right? So every other thing will just be minimal. So you have to learn how to draw your brows. You can't be coming to an event with an unshaded brows, you know. Some of you don't even come with lip gloss. Some of you don't even have makeup at all. And you want to come and start patching on other event stuff. It doesn't depict professionalism in any way. That's why most of the times when you go for events, you see some ushers, they don't want to give you their stops. They don't want to give you their eye pencil. They don't want to give you their makeup, for you to use, because actually things are very expensive now and it's money they're using to buy it. So as an event staff, as an usher, at least if you are not a makeup person and you're just doing it for the sake of the event, you should at least have an eye pencil to start with. You have a foundation. Those simple ushers who don't really know, who don't really do too much makeup, you can even still use your foundation as your concealer, right? Because I'm going to be giving you that tutorial in this video. You should have this brush that you use to highlight. You should have this brush that you should use to highlight your brows, right? I just mentioned a few things. Now, these things are not so on the high side, at least for an event staff. You use this to draw your brows. You use this to highlight it. If you have pro concealer, good for you. If you have only foundation, you can manage it. And powder. And then you have your powder brush. And your powder brush. Those are the only things you basically need. So in this video, now I'm going to teach you how to draw your brows, because I believe that when you get your brows right, every other thing is just really, really minimal. And if you can get that palette eyeshadow, fine. If you're the type that don't like to do eyeshadow, you just want to put lip gloss and you are good to go. So without taking too much of your time, let's dive into today's tutorial. So ensure that your pencil is sharpened, like it's having these pointies, this kind of sharpened pointies, right? What you want to do first of all, you first of all shape your brow, right? Ensure that you meet someone to shape your brow for you to be looking like mine, like already shaped, right? There are no hairs, there are no extensions underneath here. So now the first thing you want to do is to take your pencil and you pick from here. You draw from here. You follow the line of your brows. Follow the line of your brows. Can you see what I'm doing? Follow the line of your brows where your hair stopped. That's where you are highlighting. That's where you are drawing from. Can you see? Can you see? You draw it, bam. Was that difficult? It wasn't, right? You come on top. You draw from where your hair stopped. That's where you are drawing from, right? You draw from here. You see this arc here? Make sure you're following your arc, like the shape of your eyebrow. You follow it, you come down. Can you see what I just did? I just defined my eyebrow, right? And now there's a mistake that most ushers make, most upcoming ushers that don't really know how to do makeup. That's the essence of this video anyways. We are here to learn. Don't shade. When you are shading your eyebrow, don't shade from the front. Okay? Don't do that, because it's going to be looking too cakey, right? It's going to be looking too dark if you shape the front, and it will not be looking natural from the front. So when you are shading, that's if you even have to shade at all. Most people don't like to shade. If you have to shade at all, shade from the back, right? Shade from the back, darken it from the back. Okay? Darken it from the back. Can you see this? Can you see this? Don't shape the front at all. what you need to do is, if you have a dry mascara one, you know this thing they use, this mascara that you use to comb your natural eyelash, right? There's a dry one that is not inside mascara at all, right? You can use it to comb, to brush this front part. Can you see what I'm doing? Brush this front part so that the hairs in front are going to be even. Can you see what I just did? Right? This was even before I applied concealer or anything. I've not even highlighted these brows, but it's looking shaped already, right? Even if you don't have this mascara one, you can use this. You can use your toothbrush, this toothbrush that you use for your to gel your hair and all of that stuff. You can use it to comb it. That's if you don't have this one, because I believe that every girl should have a toothbrush they use for their edges, right? Not the one you use to brush your teeth to. Now, let's take for example, I don't have this. I only have foundation. Let's take for example, I don't have a pro concealer. I don't have a concealer. I only have my foundation. This is what I want to do with my foundation. Just watch. These are ways that you can improvise, right? As a beginner, at least you have this brush, right? And you have your foundation. At least if you want to start makeup, you have your foundation, you have your your brush for highlighting, right? So you take some foundation, right? Now, you want to follow the line, the same line I drew. Just watch what I'm doing. You shade it downwards so it doesn't look too cakey up there, right? So that when you are blending, it's going to be even. You follow your hairline, all right? Follow your hairline. Now, make sure that as you are highlighting according to your brow, how you have shaped your brow, all right? Can you see this? Can you see what I'm doing? Then you want to use the brush to blend it all up, right? So you want to use it. This is my foundation I used. I didn't use the Pro Concealer, right? If you have your foundation, you can use this. Can you see how the bottom part of my brow is looking? So I'm going to repeat the same process on top of the brow. Just watch. Can you see? You're following the line, all right? Follow the line like that. And ensure that you're using your shade. Can you see what I'm doing? You're not putting too much. Ensure you don't put too much, okay? Then you use the brush, to blend up. Make sure you're following the line of your eyebrow. Can you see what I'm doing? I'm defining my brows. Can you see how I just defined my brows? You can't have this kind of eyebrow. I've not done 100% makeup, right? But my brow is already looking presentable, at least to some extent, right? Ensure that you don't apply too much foundation up here, okay? Don't apply too much foundation up here so it doesn't look too cakey, right? Then blend up with your brush. Can you see this brush I'm using on it? Can you see how I blended it up? So now I'm going to repeat the same process. See this brow I just drew now. Use my mascara one, or rather the toothbrush. Use it to shape it, right? See, you comb it. You do this. Can you see how this brow is? Now, you don't need to be a makeup artist to be able to get this done. Are you? Are you supposed to be a makeup artist? Just learn how to draw your brows. The moment you get your brows done, 75% of your makeup is already done. You get? So now I'm going to repeat the same process on the other brow. Now, my dear, I'm repeating the same process. Remember, we are shading from the back. We are not shading from the front, right? We're shading from the back. So if it's this one you have, use it to shade. To comb the front part, okay? Then you want to apply your, if it's only foundation you have, you use. If you have pro concealer, you use. And ensure that the foundation you are using is actually your shade, right? Don't go and buy another person's color. when you are buying, make sure you buy your color, right? So that when you are blending off, it's going to be even on your skin, right? So now you want to start from the front here now and start to highlight. Same thing I did here. When you come for events, nobody wants to hire an event staff that will just come with her bare face and start saying she does not know how to do makeup, oh, and all of that stuff. There was an event we did. I literally did makeup I think for about 5 of my hostesses. That day my waist want to break, and they are new ushers, so they don't really know how to make up and all of that stuff. So I have to like start teaching them, right? So you must learn to do your brows the proper way. Don't come with funny looking brows, right? Learn it. It's something that you can learn and you'll be able to do, right? And like I said, 70% of your makeup is already done if you can get your brows right. Can you see how I'm highlighting it? I'm following the line of my brows, highlighting the brows, right? I'm following the line of my brows. Can you see this? You're following the shape of your brow. That's what you're following. Okay. And then again, when you are highlighting, ensure that you highlight this part here. Ensure that you follow the curve, because there's usually a curve underneath there. That's what gives it that shape that you like when you watch Instagram makeup artists doing it. That's what gives it that shape. So as an event staff, your face, you cannot just be looking so bare. You are the first person any guest will see when they're just walking in, especially if you have a beautiful smile and you're standing at the entrance, your face cannot be looking minimal, like say you not be looking dull, you know. Just get your brows right and every other thing is settled. Get your brows right. And you see what I'm doing? I'm trying to like uh blend out those excess concealers that are underneath my brow. Can you see what I just did now? Comb it out, right? So it's looking all natural. It should be looking all natural, right? Ensure you blend up very, very well. Blend up very well. And if you don't like your eyebrow to be too long, you can use the brush, to cut it out a little, right? So can you see? I just drew my brows. And for a beginner, I don't think this is bad at all for any event staff, right? So just learn it. You don't need to get much. You don't need to start buying makeup kits like a professional makeup artist. If you are, that's a plus for you. So now when you want to apply your foundation, I see a lot of event staff, a lot of ushers, when they come out, their makeup don't usually come out very well. This is what I see them do. And most of them use brush. They use brush to apply their foundation. There's nothing wrong in using brush to apply your foundation, but you just need your foundation to come out looking, you must slay. You have to slay that part of it, right? So this is your foundation now. Some people, I see them when when they want to rub their foundation on their face, this is what they do. They start doing it like this, rubbing it. No, don't do this, because when you do this, can you see all the lines as they are showing on my face, right? When you do this, the foundation is not blending in into your skin by doing that. What you want to do is to, if it's only brush you have, if you don't have this foundation, this fluffy stuff we use, if you have brush, dab, that's what you do. You press it into your skin, not rub like this. When you now rub your powder, your makeup will not be looking, it will not be looking like it's sitting well on you. See the draw where I do for here now. Here now, this is what you want to do. You dab it on it. Apply more if you need more. And if you're the type of person that maybe you have spots, you can just spot on those places that you have spots and cover them up. And when you're covering them up, you are dabbing, okay? You are dabbing it on your skin. You are not rubbing it. You get? So when you feel that you've achieved the coverage that you need, once you apply foundation like this, right? You apply powder. I believe that your makeup is already done. Ensure that you apply so much coverage. And when you are applying this foundation, ensure that you are covering your neck area as well. Because most people, they just rub foundation on only their face, and their neck like this will be looking different from their face. Do you get? Especially if you're not using your shade. That's when it will now be very, very obvious. Do you get? So now, on this upper part of your head, right, if you have a darker foundation, that's what you should use, right? Because definitely your hair is black. So if you are using the exact foundation color you are using for this top of your head here, it's going to be blending into your hair. Your hair is black and the shade is not going to rhyme, right? So what you want to do, I usually have like a darker shade. I used to have like a darker shade foundation, and I also have a darker shade pro concealer as well, right? So most of the times I tend to mix it. I always like to mix it. Then when I mix it, I apply it, because this part of my head is darker. Can you see? It's darker than other parts of my face, right? Because it's close to my hairline. So you want to use a darker shade, and don't put too much. Sincerely, don't put too much. If you know how to cover up, you won't really have any problems. You won't have problem at all with your makeup. So as you are dabbing, can you see that so far so good? You have been able to blend out. So far so good. You've been able to blend out. If you feel that it has not covered well, you cover well. Ensure you cover it very well. And also where you are using that darker shade again is underneath this part, right? Because your foundation will definitely be lighter than your neck. No how, no how, right? Your face, the foundation you use for your face. So after you feel that this foundation is your shade and you have covered up very, very well. So if you have an eyeshadow, just use a very subtle color, right? Because of the nature of your job, use a very subtle color. Just apply it here that blends it out with your skin, right? Apply it here. See, it's not too pronounced. It's not showing too much like I am putting too much eyeshadow, right? So when you apply this, you see you're already done, right? What you want to do now is to apply your powder. There are smaller palettes you can get, smaller powder that are pocket friendly that you can get. You don't have to get this palette that I have, right? So you want to dab into your skin. Can you see? I didn't highlight. I didn't do like serious makeup. I didn't highlight. I didn't put bronzer. I didn't put anything, right? So you do this, you blend it onto your skin. Don't forget, don't leave your ears out. You blend it all in. And on this part right now, if you feel like using just lip gloss, or maybe you just want to do lipstick, whatever color of lipstick they say you all should use, you know, like this now, your face is looking popped, even if you did not apply too much makeup, right? If you have a nude lipstick, you can apply it. You smack, or if you have just a lip gloss, use lip gloss and you are good to go, right? So you see now, as an event staff, who wouldn't want to hire you while you're looking like this? You're not, your makeup is not too much, it's not too heavy, you know, it's just there. It's just you're just looking like a professional event staff. Which event staffing agency would not want to hire you when they see you looking all minimal and all the stuff? So look at me now. You smile, you put on lip gloss, your eyebrow is properly carved, right? You put the right eyeshadows, you're not using flamboyant colors and all of that stuff. Don't come to my events telling me you don't know how to make up, telling me you don't even have makeup at all. Like I said, if you have your eye pencil, and ensure that the eye pencil you're buying is number 18, because they are actually darker pencils that would make your brows look too dark, right? Look out for number 18. These pencils have numbers, so maybe that's why most of you are making a mistake. I think there's like number 3 or so. That number 3 is very dark also, right? This is number 18. You look at the 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 end, the tail of the pencil. They are actually numbered, right? So you don't get something too dark for your brows, right? And you get your highlighter. you have your foundation, and you have a powder, right? My powder is a palette. My powder is a palette. So even if you can't get a palette for yourself, you can just buy those regular powder, those ones that have just one shade, but ensure that you're buying your shade, you're buying your color, right? And you buy if what you have to apply your what's it called, to apply your powder is foam, you have like those foam that come with those regular powders, right? Use it to dab on your skin when you're rubbing your powder. Don't be rubbing it like this. It will not blend, right? It will not sink in to your skin, right? So you need a brush, something like this, that is very fluffy. Use it to blend all your face and everything. If you prefer to get a bronzer, right? For this video, I didn't use a bronzer because this is like a beginner's class. I didn't even highlight, right? I didn't contour. I didn't even do all of those processes. This is to show that as an event staff, you should just do like the most minimal of all makeup. You don't need to contour, do anything. You're not going for, it's not a gala, just look nice, look simple. If you're the type that likes to put lashes, good for you. However, you don't really need to put lashes. But if you prefer to do so, always ensure that the lashes you use are small, those very short lash, right? That look professional and look corporate. That whereby when you even wear it, people will hardly even know that you're wearing lashes. Don't go and wear those kind of full lashes, those ones that are too much for a corporate event, right? So the kind of lash. I think I have some lashes here I can use. You can use this red cherry. This is a short lash. You see, it's not so long. It's not as long as this other one. So there are lashes for different occasions, right? So you should take note of these things as an event staff. Like I said, get your foundation, get your pencil, get your highlighter, and your powder brush. And if you don't want to use lipstick at all, use lip gloss. I hope this helps. If you find this video helpful, don't hesitate to follow us on all the social media platforms showing on your screen: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. You can also follow us on our YouTube channel. Ensure to turn on the notification bell to always get notifications whenever we post helpful tips as this. Comment, like, and share to your friends. See you in my next video. Thanks.